7-yard line. That's a great call. Two play fake. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. Levis swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure. Revenge on this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon comes in. Welcome to 2025.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for Derby. Flag out. What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch peeps? Welcome into Thirsty Thursdays edition, weekly edition of Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, I am Michael Caratino at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. You know it, you love it. Check out the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, you can check it out on the wonderful world. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, Pitchfork Lunchers. You can go to the most wonderful world of IG and check it out live there. I know. I may or may have not reminded you of that, but it's at Michael.Caratino.5. Yes, add a dot between the first and last name, and then a .5, and then bam, good to go. As you check it out there. And last but not least, you know this, Pitchfork Lunchers, but go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, but watch. I mean, you can watch live. Subscribe to the channel and watch live as watch live, but yes, you subscribe because why? Pitchfork Lunchers? Yes, you vet Pitchfork Lunchers know this. I know you know this. But you can you have missed a plethora of phenomenal conversations, whether it be with coaches, players, voices, insiders, analysts, alum from many different generations. Like, it is all here on Pitchfork Lunch. Plus, sound from practice, sound from practices like day of or shortly thereafter, post game reactions, pre-game stuff, which I share on the good old X and the good old IG. Yeah, so you have all that to catch up on now as we wind down season 3. Tweaking what I've been saying a little bit, since I said you have missed a plethora of phenomenalists, what I mean is you've missed season 1 and season 2. Just started watching again. Forks up, stoked you're here. You can binge watch season 1 and keep watching this last little part of season 3. Binge watch season 2, keep watching this last little part of season 3, but you won't get through 1 and 2 before we finish up. And it looks like I know I said it Friday, I know I said tomorrow, but it looks like it's going to be Monday. As per some guests and what I've been working on. So yes. And so Monday, definitely final show of season 3. As again, scheduling all this, it is fun. One man band in it. It is absolutely awesome. Of course, because we're speaking of Sun Devil Nation, as you guys see, forks up all day long. So yes, but Monday will be the final episode of season 3. So again, you still have through the weekend to keep binge watch and get closer, because my point to doing that is when season 4 starts, and again, got some stuff planned for the beginning, gonna tweak things up, maybe do a few more, just got some things in the works, maybe like feature stuff. Yes, we'll have interviews, but maybe cut some have some features and packages and all that good stuff. So we'll see. But my point is, especially with people that we have on, we're not going to ask the same questions all the time. They would never want to come on the show, like I've said. So yes, some things per their sport, per what they do, I mean, can't help, but just other things to continue the conversation, the converview, as I say we have here. Yeah, absolutely awesome. So it's one of those things where I completely think you should get caught up, because again, where else would you want to be than going through Sun Devil Nation right now? I mean, look, we're going to talk about today, obviously, more recruiting on the recruiting front in the for football, but transfer portal for baseball and softball. I mean, softball all over the country is just, I mean, as is, baseball still, in the finals of the College World Series. So we have Oklahoma, which will be taking on UNC, as UNC got there. So West Virginia. Hold on. I know quite a few of you. So it was UNC, West Virginia, Ole Miss, and Troy in the top part of, in one part of the bracket. I shouldn't say top part. And then you had Georgia, Texas, Alabama, and Oklahoma in the bottom part. So number 5, UNC was there, but so West Virginia beat Troy 7-5 in that first game. And then North Carolina beat Ole Miss in the second game 6-2. So they stayed in the winners bracket. In the elimination bracket, Troy took on Ole Miss and beat them 12-6. So that eliminated Ole Miss. Troy went on. But then in the winners bracket, North Carolina beat West Virginia, close one, 5-2. So then West Virginia had to play Troy again, who they beat 7-5, and this time they shut them out 12-0. Then the next day, and on, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, sorry. So the next day, acting like it was a month ago. And yeah, they wait a month to play the World Series, the matchup of the championship matchup. They wait a month. No, my apologies, pitchfork lunchers. But yeah, so then North Carolina beat West Virginia 12-7, gave them 2 losses, double elimination, so they are out. Oh, by the way, I digress for a second. As you guys know, yes, I was talking about the YouTube, and so what's going on. We're going to hit the transfer portal today. But when you go to YouTube, you need to, like I said, watching live, but do subscribe, because for those of you that need to catch up, it is absolutely perfect. All I have to do is go to YouTube. You see my name, Michael Caratanudo, but my page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube. And like I said, subscribe, my friends, because you have a lot to get caught up on, and when we talk about stuff, go in depth on stuff. Again, it is all there, and you will completely enjoy it. So yes, don't be bashful. Subscribe away at YouTube at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005. Search in uppercase, because I set it up in uppercase, and I know technology-wise it shouldn't matter. You should be able to type it lowercase, and it will. Most times it worked for people, sometimes it didn't. So if it doesn't work, I shouldn't say search. If it doesn't work, lowercase, the MVC005, then do it in uppercase, all caps. So yes. But yeah, so we have North Carolina. That's all they got there in the Baseball World Series. And then yeah, they're there in the on the one side there, and I already told you they're taking on Oklahoma. But how Oklahoma got there is Oklahoma blasted number 7. Alabama was number 7. Oklahoma was, a ranked team, but we all know the depth and the talent that they have had. And I know I haven't talked a ton about them. Pitchfork Lunch, ASU did play them. Talked a ton about them in the beginning of the season when ASU played them, a little bit throughout. But yeah, smacked Alabama, shut them out 9-0. And then they stayed up in the winners bracket. Georgia took on Texas, beat Texas 7-1. So then in the elimination, in the winners bracket, you have Oklahoma was taking on Georgia, and then in the elimination bracket, you had Alabama and Texas. Texas smacked Alabama 14-2. Again, seedings, all this stuff, one team, I get it, but Texas was ranked number 6, Alabama number 7, but they still, one spot, 12-run difference. Nonetheless, so they smack Alabama, they stay in it. Oklahoma beats Georgia in a tight one, 4-3. Whew, man. 4-3. So Georgia has to take on Texas again, who they beat 7-1. This time, a lot closer, but they beat them 2-0. Does Georgia. So they go back to taking on Oklahoma, who last night, not a month ago, last night, my Pitchfork Lunchers, beat Georgia 11-4. So now we have game 1 is Saturday. Yeah. On ESPN, 8 Eastern on Saturday, ESPN, North Carolina, Oklahoma. And then game 2 will be on Sunday, which is the 21st. And then that is at 2:30 Eastern time on ABC. And then, so 11:30 here. And then game 3, if necessary, Monday, June 22nd, 7 Eastern time, 4 o'clock here on ESPN. So it is a best of 3, as you know, in Omaha. College World Series, such a phenomenal venue. And the Devils have had a lot going on there. So that's just, again, the bracket, how they got there. But transfer portal going on, so these teams, that are still playing, and again, I get it, the calendar, but with what's went on, with softball, same thing. You can transfer, but just wait till the day. Just say it can open up on the first day of the championship series, or literally the day it ends. So if it goes 2, it goes 3, whatever. Just the portal opens up the next day. So yes, it baffles me, and it still will. And I guess, like Coach Dillingham said a while back, I guess there is no truly, everybody's got an answer, maybe, not correct, but I just think, yes, with calendars going year round, it is one of those things, but for coaches in all sports, like what part of, their time they're dealing with, recruiting literally is, a year round thing, minus, as you pitchfork launchers know, you're bright. Like I've talked about the dead periods, but come on, man. It's ridiculous, but we're not going down that rabbit hole. No time. Anyway, so we'll talk about that. Transfer portal, baseball-wise, softball-wise, Coach Bartlett stirring things up, gotten some. And again, there's been some crazy jumping going around. Texas has landed a few, lost a few. Texas Tech lost a few to graduation, and then some have transferred. But ASU, Coach Bartlett, guys, stirring it up. The staff, so addressing the outfield, which when Tanya Wendell, Sun Devil lifer, graduates along with Yaya Acuna and Kaylee Pond. I know it just came in last year. Outfield, definitely. You have Ashley Mejia coming back, and that is started. Sam Swan, obviously, behind the plate, was so dominant. She is headed to Texas. Mika Lupi, pitching wise, hit the portal, is at UCLA. It's interesting, but we're going to talk about that and baseball portal as well, and football. Got some news on that, and a local Valley kid whose father played at ASU. Whose father played at ASU, was committed to San Diego State, now has decommitted, and ASU is a 27, not a 28, but still, ASU could be in the mix, heavily in the mix for him. So it's he was on the 7-on-7 camp, and he as a DB just absolutely is a corner. Playing it very, very well. So he had to decommitted from San Diego State, and we'll talk about that too, because it is that time of year. And for the 28s and football wise, what's going on? But ASU just absolutely staying busy and crushing it. It's again always great to see, and again the golden ticket recipients gone out. I love that. Coming up with that, absolutely awesome. So we're going to step aside. Like I said, when we get back, we're gonna chat. We're gonna get to all that again. Transfer portal in baseball and softball, and obviously recruiting. Transfer portal closed. That's closed in football for the minute, but it's one of those things where. Like I said, always fun, but we'll step aside, talk about that, and have a College World Series update as well. So we'll continue on that and see the matchup between, again, North Carolina, Oklahoma. Should be the Devils there, but I mean, Ole Miss made it all the way to Omaha, and the toughest games, ASU again going toe-to-toe with them. It was crazy. So we'll step aside. Baseball transfer portal, softball portal, and football recruiting on the other side here on Pitchfork Lunch. All right, back here on Pitchfork Launch. Yes, I am Michael Carrotino at Diablo005 _ on XR, so known as Twitter. Check out the show live there on my IG, Michael.Carrotino.5. The YouTube channel, guys, watch live, do subscribe. You need to get all caught up to the phenomenalness of Sun Devil Nation. I brought you here in Pitchfork Lunch. Again, it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, Season Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe away. So, again, forks up to the new subscriber, all subscribers with the new subscribers. Again, a few new ones. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. So, but like I said, this this is, again, baseball, softball, transfer portal time, football recruiting time. Like, yeah, it's big. Football-wise, the local athlete I was talking about was Nasim Eason. His set to visit Arizona State. He was committed to San Diego State. He had verbaled. Again, when you verbal, yes, you can change your mind. And yes, if you don't say your recruiting is shut down, you're still, obviously, coaches will have to do their due diligence and be a part of it see if they can maybe get you to change your mind. As you guys all know, not crazy rocket science. Here's a quick tangent on that. I always like talking to Chris Cartman, as you guys know, the publisher of Sun Devil Source for 24/7 Sportsman. I are in a conversation one of the nights out at 7-on-7, but the passing camp, right? So And I said, I go, when a player commits, I go, do you want to be known as like the coach or the coaching staff that like, that, they say they've, if they verbally committed because they haven't signed, but like to reach out and still to contact to see if, and he's like, and he said, he goes, I see what you're saying to me. You saw what I was saying, but at the same time, he's like athletes. And I say, and I've said it before, will say that they've committed to, okay, in Easton's case, San Diego State, and then you say nothing after that. So, but you don't say anything along the lines of your recruiting. Coaches aren't to assume, again, and since you can't sign until obviously, December when the letter's signed is when, of course, the coach can talk about, the player and stuff. The coaches can talk about them. I'm not going to go down that. But Chris and I conversation about that I just said, I go, because it's like, you want a guy, you like him, and you say, oh, he's committed. But he goes, yeah, that's why, as you've seen like throughout the years, as and I'm not saying it's just a recent thing, but you've seen guys say, yeah, I'm committed to Arizona State. My recruitment is 100% shut down. Or so my recruitment is shut down. I have no interest, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't mean blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying along those lines. That would be more of like a yada, yada, yada. But you guys can look that one up if you don't know. A lot of you do know. But anyway, it's saying, it's 100%, you see guys say it's 1,000% shut down. Don't contact me. Now, a coach might try and contact their coach and say, did the 1,000% really mean 1,000%? Are you saying there's a chance? No, but again, all kidding aside, it's one of those things where, of course, you're going to, they say they are, and, take visits and stuff like that. Now, I know some coaching staffs, but he is set to visit, and Richard Obert, again, longtime AZ Central preps sports cover, and just does, phenomenal job. Has covered preps for a very long time, has an idea, and, he, was talking about this, might, have ASU. Now, could he go back to San Diego State? I don't think San Diego State's going to just, put their head in the sand. Of course, they pitched him. They got him to commit, so there's something there for him. But now it's a bigger competition. So it is very interesting to me. But, yeah, I love and seeing him at camp, obviously, a DB, very – and like you said, yes, it is – there's no, obviously, tackling. You don't want people getting hurt in 7-on-7. I get that. But, it's shorts, T-shirts, cleats, no pads. Like, yes, it is a little bit of a different So, yeah, but Nassim Eason, like I said, his dad played here. His dad was a defensive back here. So, yeah, kids want to cut their own path, but there's also a lot that, come through, and it is a family thing, and that's what they do. So it'll be interesting, though. But, yeah, he is set to come in, check out, again, the phenomenalness of what is the just – campus of Arizona State, and obviously the facility, the campus, everything is, as he saw, the bubble on the practice fields, obviously. So, yeah, it's absolutely it'll be interesting. Like I said, it'll be very very interesting on what Nassim decides, and come in here, and if works out for him. And now what other schools, if they were in the hunt, try to sweeten it too. So hey, you got to make sure it's right for you. Most people here, you think San Diego, like, well, You got the beach right there. They're going into they are part of the new Pac-12 of what it is. So, yeah, I mean, but very, very stoked. Again, this young man, just seeing him, like I said, out at past 7-on-7 passing camp. Um, very, 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 very cool to see. Is all I can say. So, and again, it was, and you can see, coaches are all out there watching. Obviously, it's camp; they can be. So, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. And again, following his dad's footsteps. Hey, you guys know from the Homer point of view, the team. I think it would be that is a phenomenal idea, and you can break all of his any marks he may have had. Break them. You gotta give dad, or as I would always say, pops a hard time. Let him know that competition wise that no, but it's got to be a right fit. But very stoked he is checking it out. Another again keeping Arizona kids here, and again the golden ticket was wanting to do it. But yeah, the fact that he was out there, um, obviously team out there and everything, and we'll see what he does this year, senior season. So very stoked about that. Baseball wise, uh, my friends, this is um, baseball wise, as you know, the Jackson Hotchkiss from UW, who's from Washington State, was at UW. He signs with ASU. Also, it looks like uh, Oklahoma shortstop, and well, he was at University of San Diego. Isaiah Lane is headed to Tempe as well, and that is very, very interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, 2 days ago on his IG, he has the Arizona State, the A and the S intertwined with the A, which again, still phenomenal there too. Love Sparky, love the fork, but that absolutely awesome. It's Sun Devil Nation. I know you guys are really surprised, shocked that I said that, but yes, Isaiah Lane, 2 days ago on his IG just put has that symbol up and it says forks up. So it looks like that is um, So I mean that's again huge with Hotchkiss, again a bat, the 20 home run bat, and then now again Isaiah Lane. To ASU as well. So I again not. And softball wise, it shifted to the other spring sport is it says former Duke pitcher Ava Bradshaw is transferring to ASU. She redshirted her true freshman year in 2025, then posted a 4.78 ERA, a 6-1 record, 33 strikeouts, and a 282 opponent's batting average in 60 innings of work as a redshirt freshman in 26. So Bradshaw headed to Sun Devil Nation. Also, there was another softball. Well, Arkansas landed two freshman All-Americans as Ava Zachary of Coach Bartlett's playing days alum, Notre Dame. Ava Zachary of Notre Dame and Katie Wetland of Nevada are headed to Arkansas. They were freshman All-Americans. Cambria Salmon is headed to UCLA from Texas. 5-star recruit. Yeah. Like I said, softball getting insane. Bradshaw, by the way, originally from Michigan, and yes, was at Duke. Yeah, so that again, hell of a signing there, and then also do not forget Dakota Potter, who was, like I said, an outfielder. She's from Norco, California, was at South Carolina, now headed back closer to home, headed back west. And she was the number 58 overall player in her recruiting class coming out of high school in Norco there. And like I said, I mean, it's not really a surprise. And I saw Jordan Ham also commented too, who was a reporter for Sports 360 AZ. Again, see him out at everything for quite a while. But yeah, he said the same thing that I was saying to you earlier. It's kind of, like I said, not a surprise when outfield was going to be that would need addressing because, like I said, with Wendell, Pond, and Acuna all graduating, I mean So that's kind of, well, it's not kind of, that is. That is, again, absolutely huge as you need that. So it's, I mean, with Bradshaw, Potter, um, and then Annika Anderson, by the way, a pitcher who's from Oklahoma who was at North Texas, signed. So there's a second pitcher. And then well, check this out too. Speaking of Sun Devil softball, my pitchfork lunch peeps, Kenzie Brown, who I showed all 10 of her strikeouts, that she had for her Portland Cascade team, set the AUSL official single game record with 10 Ks in the Cascades 2-1 win. Rachel Garcia had the previous mark with a pair of nine strikeout games in 2025. So, yeah, that's, again, that forks up. I mean, Kenzie Brown's a beast. We know this. Yeah, Kenzie's an absolute beast, as we saw as a devil, and I mean, just absolutely crushed it. So yeah, but has the record in her rookie season, just cruising along. So um, um, but yes, so stoked for Kenzie Brown. But yeah, softball wise. Yes, and they get to come play at Club Farrington because, as posted today perfectly, I love it. Ain't no party like a Club Farrington party, because a Club Farrington party does not stop. Hey, you quote the greats because it's awesome. It's awesome. So that being said, yeah, so very stoked. What ASU, again, what Coach Bartlett and did, getting back to regionals, going to a super regional. Oh yeah, winning the Big 12 tournament. Yeah, bye bye Arizona, bye bye Oklahoma State, bye bye multi-million-dollar Texas Tech. So yeah, that in and of itself, absolutely awesome. Again, forks up to Coach Bartlett, staff, everything. Um, just very, very stoked. Um, So yeah, it's like I said, what she's built, and again, you get that energy going, like Coach Bloomquist talks about too. I mean, baseball going, back to back years now at regionals. This year, again, it was tough because you go to Lincoln, win you drop your first game in 14 innings. You go to the elimination bracket, you win that, then you beat Nebraska, and then you have another extra inning game against Ole Miss, and yeah, I mean, but guys produced home runs, like just again that expectation of what is ASU baseball and what it was to Coach Bloomquist when he was playing here, and even after he left. Like, I mean, you see, like I said, the banners in the outfield. By the way, speaking of ASU baseball, congrats to, yes, Sun Devil alum Barry Bonds, who will be I had reposted, and you may have seen, but Barry Bonds will be in the 2026 College Baseball Hall of Fame. So that, my friends, absolutely awesome. Where did I? Come on. I know I. Oh, by the way, yesterday's National Mascot Day. Forks up to Sparky, who is the number one mascot in college sports. Yeah, that's right. Not a surprise whatsoever at all. Yes, Barry Bonds for being selected for the 2026 College Baseball Hall of Fame class. So, yes, his number 24 up in the outfield as well too. So forks up to again Barry Bonds. Look, everybody's gonna have their thoughts, like what he did in Major League Baseball. All the stuff that's come out, I don't need to repeat it. And no, not just because he was a Sun Devil. Anybody else? We all know, again, the error, Seiko, the book, the steroids, everything, right? He was a Hall of Famer before he even went to the Giants in baseball. I mean, that's just stone cold fact. Now, yes, I mean, for a whole career, and you see the numbers, yes, okay. But stoked for Bonds. Again, came here to Arizona State. And yeah, I mean, and it is very fitting. It is very fitting because, as we all know, this past season, Bonds' teammates, Landon Harrison's teammates nicknamed him, Harry Bonds, because of what he was doing, and the program record 28 home runs for Landon Harrison, aka Harry Bonds. So I just think that's, again, homage to Barry, because, like I said, I mean, his career here, as you know, Sun Devil Nation, absolutely huge. So again, forks up to Barry Bonds going to the College Baseball Hall of Fame, which, again, 2026 class, like, absolutely awesome. Stoked for obviously the legacy of what it is to be a Sun Devil, which he greatly, it was, it started in the late 50s and 60s, and then into the 70s and the 80s. I mean, it was just like, and then you go into the 90s, same thing. And I mean, like, Pat Murphy, who again was my first coach when I was a student in the phenomenal Cronkite School. Yes, because we know Sun Devil Nation, the Cronkite School. But yeah, Pat Murphy was the first coach I actually got to interview. So been a minute, a long time, but absolutely awesome. So, but forks up to Bonds, going into another Sun Devil, going into the College Baseball Hall of Fame, considering that the Major League Baseball draft has had a ton of Sun Devils have just, been a huge part of the Major League Baseball draft. Speaking of that, the baseball draft, real quick, guys, MLB draft. Jacob Rudner does a phenomenal job, who's a national college baseball reporter for Baseball America, Cronkite alum. That's not the only reason why he does it, but he does a phenomenal job. They have proposed radical changes to the amateur baseball, including a 12-round draft, fixed slot bonuses, and biggest of all, no more eligibility out of high school. And that was from actually J.J. Cooper's editor-in-chief of Baseball America, but they're reporting that. And guys, I mean, I'm up against it. End of the show. I just got to say, like, high school wise, I don't understand why you would stop that, because it's, again, been like that for a very, very long time. And I mean, and it says, yeah, it's basically saying that the MLB aims to eliminate high school picks, shorten draft to 12 rounds, and add international draft in the latest CBA proposal. So you're going to separate you're still having those rounds if you're just like having a draft for here in international play. That's, again, I know they're throwing it out as proposals. Yes, they can be things, but guys, you can hit me up in the comments. You can tell me I'm an idiot, but I think that's absolutely dumb. I'm not a big fan, again, of the high school, getting rid of that, because a lot of things too out of high school, like, and if you got drafted out of high school, cool. If you and you went, but if you went to college, you had to stay 3 years. Now, the loophole of that is some kids, and not all of them were drafted, but some draftees would go play junior college ball, because if they're at junior college the next year, then they could be back in the MLB draft. So that, my friends, in and of itself, I don't get that one. I do not get that one at all. By the way, Devil's Digest does an awesome job too. On 3 Sports, Brett McMurphy has a new Big 12 coach rankings via Brett McMurphy, and Kenny Dillingham came in at number 2. Joey McGuire of Texas Tech at 3, Rich Rod at West Virginia 7, and then Dave Aranda at Baylor 10. But Kenny Dillingham at number 2. So that's absolutely money. And, there's definitely a lot there for that. But I digress with the baseball thing. JUCO-wise, like I was saying, you could play 1 year at JUCO, go pro. They can get drafted out of there. So, again, evolving and changing things I don't see why you have to get rid of the high school I don't see again that just I mean, okay, benefit you say, well, then they can choose to go to school, but then you're saying, okay, you have to go there for 3 years. So like you can't get drafted out of high school. And again, not that every single person was. I mean, obviously, look at the amount of people playing college baseball, guys, huge amounts. And yes, Division I, where they're staying 3 years, and that. But I mean, I just and then separating the international. Tis what it is, but I will end on that. But yeah, I mean, both baseball and obviously softball. Like I said, Coach Bartlett, again, just getting that electricity back and like tradition what it is, because again, having been coming to more baseball games, did go to some softball games growing up, I will say, before I became a Sun Devil. And then obviously hitting games when I was here is just getting to see Coach Bloomquist play when he was here, and happened to be here at the same time. So very, very stoked. And again, just that step, back-to-back years of regionals for both softball and baseball, and super regionals this year for softball. So yeah, taking that step, man. Bam, bam. Again, not that I'm trying to fast forward to everything else to get to next spring, but hey, rolling towards World Series. So on that note, Devils, we're going to get out of here. Yes, working on guests for tomorrow. Oh man, it's sometimes I crack up because I always thought it was easy. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's just it's a insane game of almost chess and Tetris. But anyway, I digress. So we're gonna get out of here on that. So you guys have a phenomenal rest of your thirsty Thursday. Again, hope we quenched that Sun Devil thirst. But again, I mean, truly, with other schools you can quench, but the Devils, I mean, we all always just want more. So yeah, I mean, it's yeah, hope we can quench a little bit of it, but we always want more because again, Sun Devil Nation, and Sparky is the greatest mascot. So again, very, very so yeah, again, forks up to that, and I'll keep you posted. But yes, tomorrow's show, there's there's literally a different mix of guests that could be on. So again, just hoping to go that way. So nonetheless, have a phenomenal rest of your Thursday. I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And thanks to reigning back-to-back Big 12 champs, women's volleyball. It is hashtag our state. Yes, I know, team down south. That is to remind you, it is hashtag our state. Yeah, I got to go back and look at this territorial cut point thing because I know, I mean, you got swept in women's hoops, 3 games lost, bye-bye. Baseball, we won 3-2, bye-bye. Football, yes, you took. Men's hoops, you took. Soccer, I want to say there was a draw. Beach volleyball, yeah. Again, anyway, so, but yes, it is hashtag our state. Like I said, thanks to reigning back-to-back Big 12 champs, women's volleyball, who obviously have definitely got you. So, but have a phenomenal rest of your Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Monday will be the final show, not tomorrow. Monday will be the final show because, again, this whole guest thing, I want to get them all. And that is that. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a phenomenal Thursday. And you guys know it. Go Devils. But as always, and on a note, we're going to get a bonus. You are about to see a play. This is from last year's BYU game, BYU ASU softball, where Kenzie Brown had the 18 strikeouts. But this Devil who will be back, who's not in the transfer portal, who absolutely rocks it, Tiare Ho Ching, had a nice little the home run, and again, just the energy. So a little bonus on the way out. But again, you guys know it. Go Devils, and as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State.
Right.
I'm a Sun Devil, man.
27-yard line. That's a great call, too. Play fake. Plummer will put it up. Throws over the middle. Pull. Touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. Levitt swings it to Scatterbo. Scatterbo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another Scatterbo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure. On this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025.
The other way. Still going back. Got the drag. Walks up and down. Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. Doesn't matter.